right, greetings everyone. This is Parson, far outside of his comfort zone. Gosh, I just had to drive up a 4-point-something mile, 1-lane gravel road to get up to the top of Wayah Bald. You see Burley's here with me. She's driving back down alone, but see, we are above the clouds right now. Isn't that nuts? And so this is right on the Appalachian Trail, and this is my first time ever to step foot on the AT. I've been plotting and scheming and dreaming about it for a while now, and had planned on doing a pretty long section hike until that my foray to a 2-day 30-something mile and LBL kind of showed me how old I really am and what's broken and what doesn't work very well. So I'm going to start taking this in little bitty bites and pieces. And so Kim Burley, she's excited about not going today, aren't you, Burley? I guess so. Anyway, I'll be shooting some video as I go, mostly downhill from here. I got one kind of minor uphill with some gain, but since I'm at the top of the world in this area right now, it's all downhill to Winding Stair Gap. I'm hoping to get, well, I'm going to get, because she's going to have to pick me up, 10 miles on the AT for my first trip today. So remember me in your prayers, and we'll have some more video later. So first step hiking. My first 3 steps on the Appalachian Trail. So this is it. Can't believe I'm here. I mean, I have wanted to do this for so long now. And to actually put my feet on the AT. Coming down off this bald pretty hard. It's been pretty steep so far. I don't think I have to worry about the clouds on this side, because this is on the side that the wind is coming from. I don't know if that's windward or leeward. I don't know my stuff. So anyway, carrying on. Pray for me. So my sweet bride, who is safely down the mountain now, I just somehow got a text from her. She's horrified of drop-offs, and you can't, that video doesn't do it justice, but that's a pretty good one. Pretty good one. Burley, I'm thinking of you as I'm clinging by my fingernails to the side of this mountain, and I love you. Well, this is an interesting little spot for an old man to traverse. So I guess the only way through is over. So here we go. Well, I don't need any water. I'm just out doing 10 miles. You know, I brought 3 bottles, so I got plenty today. But if I did, I got my filter for just in case, but just wanted to let you get an image here of this little, got a piped spring coming out of the side of this hill, and the water flows pretty good all the way down there. So it'd be a fine spot to capture and filter. So we've had some rain up here lately. But anyway, I'm just a few steps off the trail. Just wanted to give it a look-see. Pretty cool. I'm finally back down to that road that Burley and I came up, and I just successfully negotiated that set of stairs, and folks, the video, as like photos often does not do it justice. And then, you know, praise Jesus, here's the way down. So yeah, only way to get where I'm going is keep going, you know. Hike it or die trying. Here we go. You know, I've come down in altitude just a little bit. I don't know, maybe 700 or 800 feet. So back into the rhododendrons down here. Got a little lovely tunnel of rhododendrons. Check it out. This is enchanting. Probably my favorite spot along the trail so far. So I'm about 2.5 miles in toward my 10-mile day. So doing fine so far. Knees barking at me a little bit, but I'll be all right. On we go. Well, I'm down off of Wayah Bald, 4.2 miles. I've made it to the Blacktop Road. This is the road that Kim and I came from Franklin. Just up yonder way is the 4.5 mile gravel road, the white knuckle road up to the top of Wayah Bald. But anyway, I'm about to have to, you can't really see it, but up there is a mountain. And that's my biggest climb of the day. I don't know, probably 800 or 900 feet of elevation over the next mile, and then it's downhill from there. But I gotta survive this first, and I don't know if you can see it very well, but there is a powerfully tall flight of stairs right there. So, let's hope the knee holds up. Here we go. I'm gonna get up there and find a place to stop and eat some low carb lunch here in a minute. Yep, that's a step or two, or 50. Good grief. Well, I made it up the stairs, barely. But I still got this uphill. Siler Bald, here I come. Well, ain't gonna lie. It's been hard on this old man. I was down around 4,000 feet. I'm at 4,800, and I've got to go to like 4,990 for like 5,000 feet. I've got another 200 feet of climb. And it looks like up there, that's the knob that I've got to get up to. That's Siler's Bald. And once I summit that, then I'm downhill to Winding Stair from there. I'm about probably 5.5 miles in on the hike. I'll have about 4.5 down to finish out the afternoon. It's about 1 o'clock. And so when I get to the summit, I'm gonna stop for lunch. So I'll show y'all some video from up there. But yeah, still going. It's just hard along. I have to stop and pause and let my heart rate get down because I'm running consistently up in the 140s, and I'm trying to let it get down in the 110s, you know, before I keep rolling. So anyway, still hiking. Well, I made it. I'm as close to the summit as I'm getting. Actually, technically, you see that trail going up the hill there? That's a blue blaze up to the crest up yonder of Siler's Bald. That's another 200 and something feet of elevation climb. So this is going to be, this is Parsons mountaintop experience. There's actually Siler's Bald shelter up here, and there's a sign for the shelter. I don't know if you can see that, but it goes off down this trail. But where I'm headed is down hill now, down the AT. So Siler's Bald did me, and did me good. But I'm fixing to plop down on this grass, take a rest, and eat a little something. And then I'm finishing down the hill. So that's all I've got to say about that. Well, I haven't shot a lot of video in the last little while, not since I was up on Siler's Bald. There's a couple reasons. First, I just didn't want to. Second, something's wrong with my right knee. I've always had a little like arthritic thing on the inside of my right knee, but boy, it will barely even bend. I'm about a mile from Winding Stair and my pickup with Burley's hiker shuttle, and I'm moving slow. I'm not using my stick, my right hand so much to probe forward as I'm almost using it like a cane on the right side. And anytime I hit a steep step, man, it's, you know, I really have to stop and think through the thing. So anyway, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I got to get back and get some ice on this knee and get a mouthful of ibuprofen. I mean, that's the plan. So I've got about a mile to go, probably, you know, half hour or so. And I'll be wrapping it up down at US 64 in the Winding Stair Gap. So let's go on and get this thing finished. Well, I've got a nice little stream to rock hop. Great flow. Fortunately, I don't need water. I have plenty to finish out my last mile, but boy, if I did, this would be the place to get it. Pretty little mountain stream. Well, let's go hike on. What another lovely little stream. Only problem for me is the trail is over there on that other side, so I've got to do a rock hop to get there. I'm almost in the hike. It's a great site. It's got a little tent space too, if I were so inclined, which I am not. So try to get across here without being wet foot like Kim was yesterday, and get on down to the road. So here we go. I'm almost right here at the end of the trail, and this might be one of my favorite spots all day. Look at that little waterfall. That's the creek that I rock hop up the hill there a ways. And then I had to come across this semi-sketchy little bridge. Son of a gun was rocking and bobbling with my big butt on it. I'm telling you that right now. But I'm almost to the road. I can see it. Burley's gonna be here any second now. So I'm gonna get on down to the parking lot.